Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramhansa Parivrajakachaari Ashtotara Shatasri Srimati's Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON founder Acharya, Deputy founder Acharya, Savior of the whole world, Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramhansa Parivrajakachaarya Ashtotara Shatasri Srimad Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की, ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की, मथुरापुरी धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की, गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की जय, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की जय, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र मैया की जय, श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय, ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय, श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय, श्री भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर की जय, श्री महेश पंडित प्रभु की जय, श्री उद्धरण दत्त ठाकुर की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. The meaning of this song by Thakur Bhakti Vinod is: Hari hai Shri Rupa Gosai Shri Guru Rupete Shiksha Dilam Moro Kane. O Lord, Shri Rupa Gosai in the form of Shri Guru spoke these instructions into my ears. So directly Rupa Goswami in the form of Shri Guru gave these instructions into his ears. Jano mora katha namera kangala rati pabe namagani. O beggar for the name, understand my words and you will attain loving attachment for chanting the name. So if you beg for mercy of the holy name, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, then holy name, who is none other than Krishna, will send Guru, or Guru's instructions will be revealed within the heart. We need to beg. Continuously we should be praying. The best prayer is holy name, but while praying, while chanting the holy name, there is no prayerful mood because of the offenses. It's like two different tracks only. I'm chanting holy name and my mind is somewhere else. So they two should become one. Rasana manasi niyojya. The tongue and mind should be clubbed, should become one. But because of the offenses, they become two. Krishna and his holy name are one. Abhinnatvam nama namino. There's no difference between Krishna the person and Krishna in the form of holy name. But because of offenses, they become two. Krishna becomes some other person and holy name becomes some other thing, person. But they are one only. So that realization doesn't come. So he is saying, O beggar for the name, understand my words and you will attain loving attachment for chanting the name. Krishna Nama Rupa Guna Surcharita Parama Jatane Kori Rasana Manase Karoho Niyoga Krama Vidhi Anusari. Engage your tongue and mind in chanting and remembering Krishna's names, forms, qualities and pastimes with great care, following the gradual process of development. Sat Krishna Nama Charitadi Sitapya Vidya Pittopataptarasanasya Narochikanu Kintvadarad Khalu Saiva Jushtya Swadvikramat Tadgadamulahantri Tannama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu Smrutyo Kramena Rasana Manasi Niyojya Tishthan Vraje Tadanuragi Jananugami Kalam Nayedakhilam Iti Upadeshasaram. All these songs by Thakur Bhaktivinoda within Sharanagati, subtitle Bhajan Lalsa. They are all NOI verses. He is very nicely extolling their glories in Bangla form. So engage your tongue, that Rasana Manasi Niyojya. Engage your tongue and mind in chanting and remembering Krishna's name. Tannama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu. In chanting. Smrutyo Kramena. Smrutyo, the remembrance will come. Engage your tongue and mind in chanting and remembering Krishna's name, forms, qualities and pastimes with great care, following the gradual process of development. Smrutyo Kramena Rasana Manasi Niyojya. Braje Kori Bas Tishthan Vraje Tadanuragi Jananugami Raganuga Hoya Smarana Kirtana Koro. Ye Nikhila Kal, what is the last line? Tishtan Vraje Tadanuragi Jananugami Kalam Nayed Akhilam. Ye Nikhila Kal Karoho Japana Upadesha Sara Dharo Iti Upadesha Saram. Same lines. There it is in Sanskrit, here it is in Bangla. Reside in Vraja, become a Raganuga and engage in remembrance and Kirtan. Spend all of your time in this way and cherish this as the essence of all instruction. In the Raganuga Bhakti, Smaran is very powerful. Now, Smaran, it's dominated by Smaran. So, but for that, Kirtan has to be there. Without Kirtan, for a prolonged period of time, how will there be Smaran? But then for Kirtan also, Shravan has to be there. Step by step it grows. So one has to hear about Krishna's name, fame, qualities, pastimes. Then that will lead to one speaking about it. More and more one hears, more and more one will speak. We can speak only on that subject matter which we have heard. If I tell you, speak on Mr. James Brandy from London, a man of some age, please speak something. Everybody will be dumbfounded. You said he is from London, so Mr. James Brandy is from London. We cannot speak. He is from London. If you are saying he is born in London, he must be fair complexion. That much we can say. That's it. What more can you speak about him? Because you have never heard about him. So we have to hear unlimitedly about Krishna's name, fame, qualities, pastime. Then we have to unlimitedly glorify through the process of Kirtan. Then Smaran will, the natural outcome, automatic. Reside in Vraja, become a Raganuga and engage in remembrance and Kirtan. Spend all your time in this way and cherish this as the essence of all instruction. So we should always reside in Vrindavan. If it is difficult, at least we can sing. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavana Shri Govinda Gopi Natha Madana Mohana Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana Kalindi Yamuna Jaya Jaya Mahavana Keshi Ghatavam Shivata Dwadasha Kanana Jahasa Balila Koilo Shri Nanda Nandana. This song, though long, 11 stanzas are there by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, but it's a full, everybody in Vrindavan, the places, the personalities, and the pastimes, Shri Rasa Mandala Jaya, Jaya Radha Sham, And it's a very amazing song. But if you feel that this is too long, how many of you know by heart this song? Raise your hand. Nobody is raising hand like this. Everybody is, I don't know what it is. This exercise for the neck and hand or what. So we can memorize it. If you want to memorize, you will be able to memorize. If you think I can't memorize, you won't be able to memorize. So develop a determination that I want to memorize this song. 11 stanzas, you can memorize 1100 stanzas also. Where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a strong will, there is a strong way. Where there is a weak will, there is a weak way. Where there is no will, no way. No way. So I have a strong will. At least now I am giving you the will. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. By association we get desire. So now I have given the desire in your heart. Planted it. I don't know whether it is planted properly or not. Today morning Keshihan Pro was telling, if the soil is fertile, soft word he used? Good soil. Then the seed gets planted and it will upajay. He was saying mata and mati. Women are like soft soil. So in that you sow a seed, it fructifies. So similarly, if the women are very nice, trained, cultured, chaste women, then the children born will be very high class children. Very nice point he made. Mata and mati. He did not use the word mati, but mata and soil, he used the word, some other Hindi word he used. Mitti, I think. But mata and mati, both are very close. Both have the same nature. If it's very good soil, it will produce nice seed. Similarly, good women are there, they will produce high class brahmachari boys. They will become powerful brahmacharis. So what was the earlier point? So desire. Or if you feel this is too long, difficult, so already we know. This one, this thing, our morning. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Jayo Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari. So if we hear regular Bhagavatam class or read personally, so then different manifestations will happen for you. Because I read Aishwarya Kadambani from evening till today afternoon. So now I have started Gopal Tapani Upanishad. So there very nice description of Vrindavan is there. There are around 6-7 chapters in Aishwarya Kadambani. So in that Baldavidya Bhushan describes Nanda Maharaj Palace. It's a 7-story building with coral, emeralds, rubies, very nicely there. And very nice, amazing description. So the lines may be the same. Vrajajana Ranjana. But Vrajajana Ranjan, so Krishna, one small Krishna, came running in the assembly where Nanda Baba was with all the elders in Vrindavan. And he is so amazing. He's with fickle mind kind of Krishna. But he's so mesmerizing that all the people forgot their activities, what they are supposed to do. They were only looking at him. They were stunned for a long time. So that is what Baldavidya Bhushan says. It's very amazing description. Very small book of 51 pages with verses. You may read that also. So we have to keep ourselves very Krishna conscious. Individual's responsibility. The Sangha will help, provided you want help. So it's all available. Whatever you want to become pure, whatever you need to become pure devotee, everything is available. You have to just grab it. Reside in Vraja, become a Raganuga and engage in remembrance and Kirtan. Spend all your time in this way and cherish this as the essence of all instruction. Ha Rupa Gosai Doya Kori Kabe Dibe Dine Brajabas Ragatmika Tumi Tava Padanuga Hoite Dasera Asha. O Shri Rupa Gosai, when will you mercifully grant this beggar residence in Vraja? You are a Ragatmika devotee. To follow in your footsteps is this servant's desire. So we need to read about Rupa Goswami and we have to pray to him. Please There are so many songs saying that. This one, I think, Shri Rupa Manjari Pada. There also is begging, please. Ha ha Rupa Korodhoya Deha More Pada Chaya Narottama Loinu Sharana Narottama Loinu Sharana. So we can pray to these acharyas. Without acharya's blessings, we won't have Krishna. Acharyavan Purusha Veda. Only one who is acharyavan, who possesses an acharya, he can know Krishna. Otherwise, knowing Krishna is impossible. So Thakur Bhakti Vinod ki jai. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome to our continuation on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Madhya Leela chapter 20th. The Lord instructs Sanatan Goswami. So in Varanasi, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, Sanatana Goswami approached the Lord in all humility. He was going to Vrindavan to meet Mahaprabhu, but Mahaprabhu, completing his Vrindavan Vrajamandal Parikrama, he had come to Varanasi. So they met, and he is, with all humility, he is saying, Nicha Jati Nicha Sangi Patita Adham Kuvishaya Kupe Padi Govainu Janam. I was born in low class family. I was associating with low class people. I am very fallen, lowest of all human beings, and I was engrossed in sense gratification. I wasted my whole life. Apanara hita hita kichhui na jani. I just did not know what is good for me, what is bad for me. Gramme vyavahare pandita tahe satyamani. In ordinary talks, people thought me to be a great pandit and addressed me like that. And I thought, yes, that is true. I am a great scholar. Krupa kari yadi more kariyacha uddhar. If only mercifully, if you could deliver me. Apana krupate kaha kartavya amar. Now by the same causeless mercy, please tell me, what is my duty? So 102nd is famous verse, you can repeat after me. Ke ami kene amaye jare tapatraye iha nahi jani ke mone hita hoye. So two questions is asking in this. They will be answered later by Mahaprabhu. Ke ami, who am I? Kene amaye jare tapatraye. Why do the threefold miseries always give me trouble? Kene amaye, to me, jare tapatre, give trouble, tapatre, threefold miseries, three tap. Iha nahi jani, I do not know this. Kemone hito hai, how can I be benefited? If I do not know this, how can I be benefited? So two questions. Ke ami, who am I? Kene amai jare tapatre. Why the threefold miseries trouble me? Now in the next 103rd verse, again two more questions. Question 1, question 2 over. Now question 3, question 4. Sadhya sadhana tattva पूछीते ना जानी कृपा करी सब तत्व कहत आपनी. Actually, I do not know how to inquire about the goal of life and the process for obtaining it. Being merciful upon me, please explain all these truths. Sadhya, what is to be achieved, and sadhan, what is the means to achieve it. It's like the destination and some vehicle to reach over there, or the path to reach there. Delhi can be reached by so many ways, like that. So as per the time, place, circumstances, we may whatever. So Delhi may be the destination. So like that, what is the sadhya, the goal of life, and sadhan, the means. The goal and the means in bhakti, they are the same. Now with the bhakti we do here, that these are the means. Any nine you do, 8 you do, 7 whatever you do. And what will you do in Golok Vrindavan? Same thing we will do. So sadhya and sadhana are same in bhakti. That is not the case with other processes. So Gyan Yoga, the meditation is the goal. But there, after reaching their goal, what will they do? They will not do meditation. Similarly in Dhyan Yoga, whatever. Or Gyan Yoga, they will discuss a lot, speculate from the scriptures. But if they achieve their goal of entering in Brahmajyoti, merging in Brahmajyoti, then they will not be discussing they will not be speculating on the scriptures. So there it is different, but here we are fortunate, we have the same. So now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appreciates Sanatana Goswami in 4 verses. 104, 5, 6, 7. Prabhu kahe Krishna Krupa तो माते पूर्ण है सब तत्व जान तुम्हारा नाही तापत्र है. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Lord Krishna has bestowed his full mercy upon you so that all these things are known to you. For you, the threefold miseries certainly do not exist. So how to get rid of threefold miseries before we proceed here? Any idea? In Bhakti Path, it is that Dhruva Maharaj, that section, Gunadhikan Mudam Lipset, Gunad Anukrosham Gunadhamat, Maitrim Samanat Anvichen, Na Tapar Abhibhuyat. Yes, so Gunadhikan Mudam Lipset. When you see anybody having more qualities than you, how many qualities? 26 qualities of a pure devotee. Isn't it? We cannot have 64 qualities of Krishna. Impossible. But 26 qualities of pure devotees are described. One can be free from envy. One can be very merciful. Then what else? Saumya, mild, mitabhuk. Not eat too less, but yuktahar viharase. Too less is not required at our level. That may be passion. Too much eating will be in ignorance. Too less eating will be in passion. We should be in goodness, yuktahar viharase. But at least not overeating. That we can avoid. Like that, so many qualities are described. So we might be having 1 or 2 of these qualities or few more. But somebody may have 10, 15, 20 maybe all 26. So we should be blissful by saying such a devotee. Gunadhikan mudam lipset. Anukrosham gunadhamat. And when there are people with lesser qualities, we can say so to say younger devotees. Now we should be compassionate to them, help them to advance in bhakti. Whatever they inquire, answer that. Go out of your way to help them. You should go out of your way. Vaishnava Seva should be taken as the prime goal of your life. Then you will advance like anything. Mahaprabhu of the Panchanga Bhakti, he has stressed these 2. Anybody remember the sloka? Vaishnava Seva, Nama Kirtan, Kara Doi Karya. Anybody remembers? In one place it is said. He says that Vaishnava Seva and Nam Kirtan. Shigra Pave Shigra Tumi Krishnera Charan, something like this. But no, that is all understood. chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Whether you chant Mansik in the mind or Upamshu, soft audible chanting, or Vachik, loud chanting, or you do Kirtan. Whether you do Kirtan alone or you do Kirtan with 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 100,000 people. You do street Sankirtan, you do indoor temple hall, or you do in your room only, you do in bathroom, wherever you are. Basically, Prabhu kahe word is missed. Prabhu kahe Vaishnav seva nama Sankirtan dui kar shigra pabe tumi Krishnera charan, Shri Krishnera charan. Shigra pabe, very quickly. So 2 things are emphasized, of the 5 also. Isn't it? What is that beginning? Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, Mathura Vasa, Shri Murtira, Shraddhaya Sevan. So of 64, that is too big, too much. We may not be able to do 64 daily, especially. You are out only in the bus party. How will you do circumambulation of the temple? How will you get Charanamrit? Sometimes there may not be dancing Kirtan if the day is too busy. But 5 are somewhat easier than all this. Sadhu Sang, association, we have already. Association, then Sadhu Sang, then Nam Kirtan, chanting, Bhagavat Shravan, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Mathura Vas, residing in Mathura, at least mentally. Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevan, worshipping the deities with great faith. But then this 5 also may not be easy. In bus party, you may not be able to do worship. Sometimes there is no time. There may not be Bhagavatam class sometimes. But okay, chalo, if nothing. Sadhu Sang, you may all alone also sometimes. But Nam Kirtan is always possible. Nam Kirtan and this thing, Vaishnav Seva. So these are, that is association of devotees. So Vaishnav Seva. You do it as a service to Srila Prabhupada. In the mind you think, I am distributing these books for Srila Prabhupada's pleasure. He will be very pleased. How many books go, that is not important. But I endeavor to please him is important. So these 2 are most important. So Anukrosham Guna Dhamat Maitrim Samanat Anvichit. When you meet the devotees of same frequency, similar qualities, and whatever you call Sajatiya. So be very happy. Make friendship with them. Then you will not be troubled by 3-fold miseries. And Sanatana Goswami is doing all 3. He had been doing from childhood only. From appearance on this planet only, he has been doing that. He has been very merciful to all those people who were younger to him, and he has been friendly to Rupa Goswami. This is an ongoing characteristic. And those who are senior to him is respect. He is sitting in the midst of Brahmanas who know Bhagavatam, and he is asking them, please narrate Bhagavatam. He knows much better than them, but he is taking a humble role. And to Mahaprabhu also he is inquiring. So Mahaprabhu is saying, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Lord Krishna has bestowed his full mercy upon you, so that all these things are known to you. For you, the 3-fold miseries certainly do not exist. Knowledge also helps us to be more tolerant. If the tolerance is less, that means knowledge is not there, or it is covered over. One of the 2. The lust is such that it covers the knowledge also. Avruttam jnanam etena jnanino nitya vairina kama rupena kaunteya dushpurena nalena cha. You may have knowledge, but when the desire to enjoy comes, then the knowledge gets immediately covered. So that knowledge is not helpful then. It means in the sense, currently, in that current condition, it has to be again uncovered. What is covered, again it has to be uncovered. Next. Krishna Shakti Dharatumi Jana Tattva Bhav Jana Tattva Bhav Jani Dardhya Lagi Puche Sadhura Swabhav. Since you possess Lord Krishna's potency, you certainly know these things. However, it is the nature of a sadhu to inquire. Although he knows these things, the sadhu inquires for the sake of strictness. For the sake of strictness means what? He is practicing, but he wants to become more strict. He already has love for Krishna, but he wants intense love for Krishna. So when he meets some sadhu better than him. So he inquires, could you please tell me how to control mind and senses? His mind and senses are already controlled. But he feels, one is humility also, but otherwise he feels, no, I should go deeper in my sadhan. And this is not enough. I'm just superficially doing something, but I need to go deeper, like that. So who is there someone in your life from whom you inquire like this? There should be somebody whom we have access, whom we meet, and who is more knowledgeable. Jnana Vruddha, he may not be necessarily Vaya Vruddha, but at least he is Jnana Vruddha and Bhakti Vruddha. Somebody who is more knowledgeable and more deeper in Bhakti. Somebody should be there with whom we are very snigdha, very, what you call, very affectionate. What is the word? What is the affectionate? Affection. So we have affection for him. We extend ourselves for that person. We go out of our way. And then we love to serve him. We love to inquire from him. And he's also very kind to us. He always... Is there somebody in your life like that? If nobody is there, then why he is not there? That means we have asatsang more and satsang is less. So that's why we don't look for such a person. Yes, there are levels of devotees. No? Uttamadhikari may think like that. The whole world is filled with devotees only. Only non-devotee is myself. There are levels. It's not just 1, 2, 3. There are millions of layers, millions of levels. No, he has some love, no? But I want to have more love. That all his bhav will keep changing. Sthai bhav, sanchari bhav will change. Like that. But it's not, pride is not there ever in his heart. Pride cannot be there. Pride is there only in ignorant fools. And those who are in knowledge, they are never in pride. They don't have. So he knows I am empowered, but he knows clearly I am not powerful. I have power. But empowered means I have power which is gifted to me. I have borrowed it, somebody has lovingly gifted me. I am not powerful. Those who are foolish, they think I am powerful. I did it. I will do it. No problem. So these are foolish statements. Those who are in ignorance, lack knowledge, they make statements like that. But those who are in knowledge, they know by Lord's grace I can do it. Guru Maharaj wants, I will be able to do it. On my own, no way. But by His grace, by His divine grace, it's all possible. Impossible is the word in Fool's Dictionary. Aham tarishami duranta param tamo mukundangri nishaiva yaiva. Sannyas mantra. Etam sa asthaya paratma nishtham adhyasitam purvatamair maharshibi. Aham tarishami duranta param tamo mukundangri nishaiva yaiva. That determination is there. But how? Aham tarishami duranta param. Anta is very dur. Duranto Express. Why? Because starting from Howrah, na? Going to Mumbai, correct? Duranto? Maybe they are different things. But it's very long distance. Then only Duranto. Not that from here we are going to Lonavala and you have to board Duranto Express. No way. It has to be, destination has to be very far. So I will cross the entire ocean of birth and death Bhavasagar and reach Golok Vrindavan. Aham tarishami duranta param. But tamo mukundangri nisheva yaiva. By taking firm shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. Mukunda, he is giver of liberation. Otherwise, liberation is impossible. So there is that great determination and all that is there with pure devotee. But there is no pride. Pride cannot be there. That's a contamination. Since you possess Lord Krishna's potency, you certainly know these things. However, it is the nature of a sadhu to inquire. Although he knows these things, the sadhu inquires for the sake of strictness. So he wants to be strict. He is already quite strict. According to the whole world, he is very strict. But he wants to be more strict. Means according to the whole world, he is quite Krishna conscious. But he wants to be more Krishna conscious. That is how. There is no end to how much more you can be Krishna conscious. So he wants to be more Krishna conscious. He cannot be satisfied. So he is quoting from Naradiya Puran in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Srila Rupa Goswami has quoted. So he is quoting from Naradiya Puran. Achirada eva sarvarthaha सिद्ध्यति एषाम् अभीप्सितः सद्धर्मस्यावबोधाय एषां निर्बन्धिनी मतिः. Those who are eager to awaken their spiritual consciousness and who thus have unflinching, undeviated intelligence certainly attain the desired goal of life very soon. So what are the requirements? Those who are eager to awaken their spiritual consciousness. So we should ask ourselves daily, am I want to be more Krishna conscious? How much am I Krishna conscious? Sometimes we may feel there is no Krishna consciousness only. I am just going on like an employee of some company. ISKCON is an international company and an employee. If you are HOD, then you are the manager of the company, means one of the managers, production manager, which other, HR, something like that. And if you are not HOD of a department, then you are whatever, trainee, project head, or what they call, team leader, or maybe down the line, trainee. Maybe a peon only, sweeper in the company, like that. That he is also part of the company, but not the technical part. But he cleans all that. If he doesn't clean, the computers may get dust and may stop working. So we may find that, so if we feel that there is hardly any Krishna, that means offenses is the reason. Offenses are very dangerous. So one should become very humble. Offense in one word means disrespect. Disrespect in my life towards devotional items, devotional paraphernalia, and devotional personalities is more. That's why I am not. So heart is not soft. Heart has become hard, and with hard heart, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. क्या समझता है अपने आप? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. A lot of pride is there, all that. So then it's impossible. Krishna can be conquered only by bhakti, and bhakti means softest heart. More the bhakti, more the heart is soft, like that. Those who are pure devotees, they are softest hearts. But at least heart should become softer and softer with the days, months, years passing by. If that is not happening, the offense could be the main reason. That means disrespect. So let me respect everyone. It's not just superficial, Hare Krishna, I'm just Dasosmi. That is okay, but from internally. If we have heard from great souls, then the anathas will go. Shishrusho Shraddha Dhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchi San Mahasiva Vipra Punya Tirtha Nishivana. That whole series of second chapter of Bhagavatam, first canto. So by serving great soul, great service is done, and by such service one develops affinity for the messages of the Supreme Lord, which are virtuous in themselves when properly heard. I am not hearing Srimad Bhagavatam properly. Maybe I am not attending only Bhagavatam classes. Just FM pe chal raha hai, and I am just doing some other activities. So like that, neglect happens. How many of you seen? Slowly, Maya inspires you to be neglectful. Me too. I also. There in the bathroom, chal raha hai apna exercise. I mean, not in bathroom, exercise in the room, and bathroom bathing and something. Like that, we'll waste our life. Like that. We have to make it in one life if we desire. Otherwise, generally it takes 3 lifetimes, it is said. First life in offensive chanting, second in clearing stage, Namabhas, and third in Shuddhanam. So that day His Grace Radhesham Prabhu said, we are supposed to chant 100 crore holy names. And that such a person who chants 100 crore holy name, he will definitely go back to Godhead. That even no matter how much offensive and whatever you are, chanting 100 crore name. Yesterday or day before yesterday I calculated on calculator. 32 rounds daily for 50 years, that will make it. But whether I have 50 years, doubtful. We may not have 5 days also. But supposing that we live like average human being of 70, 80 years. So then what? So we have to think something. 32 rounds daily, 50 years, then you will complete 100 crore holy name. So think what to do. Am I chanting? Maybe 16 rounds I am not chanting properly. I am absent-minded, sleep overpowers, and then I am not inspired to stand up also. There also I feel sleepy. Then I am not inspired to walk also. That's what I'm saying. Even if you chant improperly, 100 crore is a big number. Eventually you will think, "Arey kar kya raha hoon for last 2 hours?" How many of you while chanting were highly absent-minded, and somewhere the thought came, "What is happening?" How many of you? Yeah, it happens like that. I have chanted even Ekadashi day 35 rounds also. अभी बाद में thought है, what is happening? Oh, I am chanting holy name in the garden and near the kutir of Radha Kunjaveri. चल क्या रहा है अभी तक? हाँ, ओके. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. This is the first Maha Mantra I heard. I chanted many, 35 rounds are over. This is the first one I heard, but no problem. One gain. It's a good gain. There is no loss on this path, but the gain is quite enormous. So this one holy name is enough. Ultimately, you need only one pure holy name to go back to Godhead. You don't need millions at all. One only. But all throughout what we are doing is just a practice to reach there. To be able to chant once purely. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So inoffensive chanting means when you chant Hare, Radharani should come in the mind. And when you say Krishna or Ram, Krishna should appear. Whichever form, Radha Madhav, Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha Kunjavari, whoever is your favorite. But they have to appear. That is inoffensive chanting. But offense means they will not appear. So Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, since you possess Lord Krishna's potency, you certainly know these things. However, it is the nature of a sadhu to inquire. Although he knows these things, the sadhu inquires for the sake of next also we read, those who are eager to awaken their spiritual consciousness. So this is one requirement. I should be eager to awaken my spiritual consciousness. We can be brahmacharis throughout life, just go on with our services and still not be so elevated in our consciousness. Somehow by Lord's grace we serve devotees and somewhat little bit, and then somehow life is over. We are about to die on the deathbed. Okay, the success of my life was throughout life I remained a brahmachari. What do you call? Not out. Women, wealth and followers were there around, and I was handling them, but I remained not out. So done. But I don't have so much Krishna prem like that. So why? Laulyam was not there. Intense greed. Why? Because I did not associate with devotees. I was with devotees, but I did not associate with devotees. I did not do pranipat, pariprashna, seva to devotees. Something happened because I was in the department. So something happened. But there was no longing for serving Vaishnavas. And who thus have unflinching, undeviated intelligence certainly attain the desired goal of life very soon. So for this unflinching, undeviated intelligence, daily attending Bhagavatam class is in one sense compulsory. It's very important like that. And personal reading should also be done so that the intelligence which wavers, which gets rusted, which is fluctuating, will be very steady. Sthita pragyasya ka bhasha, Arjun's question, and 55 onwards, 2.55. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmannevatmana tushtas sthita pragyas tadochyate. Am I satisfied in myself? Atmannevatmana tushtas. In myself only I am satisfied. Alone. How much? That is a test of a sannyasi. Brahmacharis join. So eventually we should be heading towards sannyas. Sannyas means you are satisfied all alone. Means all alone means you can chant holy name. If book is there, you read book, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, something, and you are satisfied. Little prasadam. What is that? Shakamula, Udara Bharan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings to Raghunath Das Goswami, na? Just thoda sa kuch to roots, fruits mil gaya, ho gaya. One time is over. By evening, Krishna again arranged something. Done. Thank you, O Lord. So, like that. We are in an organization, and the organizational bhakti is little sometimes going wherever it is going. So, whether I am myself Krishna conscious or not, or it is just circumstantial. Certainly we need association of devotees all throughout, but One should be able to go on. When going gets tough, tough gets going. Isn't it? We don't have to do tough in terms of becoming hard-hearted. But basically, we have said no to Maya, then we are tough. So Maya is offering more and more challenges, going gets tough. But because he has been saying no to Maya, he keeps going like that. Yogya patra ho tumi bhakti pravartaite krame sab tatvashuna kahiye to mate. You are fit to propagate the cult of devotional service. Therefore, gradually hear all the truths about it from me. I shall tell you about them. So, Mahaprabhu glorified him and now he is eager to tell. So, he tells from 108 to 119, he answers the first two questions about who am I and why I suffer from threefold miseries. Hmm. 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 Which questions? No, no. How they will go away? It has to be continuous inquiry. Okay, you may not want to know the characteristics of Sitapragya because you already studied, you have taught also hundreds of times. So you know that. But there are higher levels, so many Raganuga Bhakti, so much as Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, praying to Srila Rupa Goswami, that Ha Rupa Gosai Doya Kori Kobe Dive Dine Brajabas Ragatmika Tumi Tava Padanuga Hoite Dasera Asha. So you are a Ragatmika devotee. To follow in your footsteps is this servant's desire. So he is inquiring, how can I follow in your footsteps? So inquiry will never get over. It cannot get over. Inquiry should be continuous. Pranipat, Pariprashna, Seva should go on. How can we say, I know everything now, and nothing further to be known? No, the Krishna says that in Bhagavad Gita, what is that, 9th chapter. That is on one level. Then why is he speaking Uddhav Gita then? If he already covered everything in Bhagavad Gita, he should be, to Uddhav he should say, you refer to Bhagavad Gita as it is. That is 700 verses. He is speaking so many more things there. And then also he continues telling so many other devotees. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the same Krishna. He is in fact inquiring also from Ramananda Rai. And he is telling Sanatana Goswami, Prakashananda Saraswati, Sarvam Bhattacharya, Rupa Goswami. There is so much more to know. Always there is something to know. You cannot say that I have come to the end of the knowledge. Okay, that is there. Vedesya sarve raham eva vedyo. Knowing Krishna, you know everything. Yes, yasmin vigyatam sarvam eva vigyatum bhavati. That is true. But within that also there are so many things to be known. You can always be inquiring. Higher and higher and higher and higher. Like that. We should always be inquisitive. Always eager to know. Everybody has something more to know, something better to know, in whichever field of life he is in. In material life also it is there, so what to speak in spiritual life? It's unlimited kingdom, realm. So we should always, okay, certainly we may not, we will know how to surrender to Guru, Paranipat, Pariprashna Seva, that we know. But there are so many more things to be known. Isn't it? We may not now study device with all, no, I'll make notes. That is not required, that was done long before. You know, your best friend, Bhakti Shastri also you may be knowing. But then also if you see not many 18 verses of Sri Upanishad we don't know properly. Many things are there. Isn't it? That's why His Holiness Swayam Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj said, na? Reading means thrice. Reading any book means 3 times reading. One time reading is not enough. We don't remember. How many of you read a book and then you felt, कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा है, not remembering much? Yeah. Bhagavatam class you attend, Just 1 hour, hardly he speaks for 40-45 minutes. At the end of the class, what he said? Some devotee asked, "Kya hua? Aaj kya bola?" First the question is, who gave class? Once I went to Shri Radha Gopinath temple for attending his only Radha Swami Maharaj lecture, and it was like gymnastic. We got up early in the morning, 4 o'clock, by bus we went, and somehow this thing. And then somehow Maharaj health was not good. And then Shri Radha Gopinath Prabhu sat, and he gave Bhagavatam. So I don't remember only. I know one thing, Radha Gopinath Prabhu gave class, and all throughout he was sitting on Vyasas. And he must be speaking something because microphone was in front of him and all people were below. So something he must have spoken. I don't remember one thing also. That day, all throughout I was sleeping only. So there is so much more to know. Inquisitiveness is the life of bhakti. Without that, in one sense, we are dead only. There is nothing to inquire. Radharani is always eager to know. That's why one of her, qualities or names is Vidyarthini. One is always eager to know, how can I please Krishna now? Okay, the moment before I please him, but now, what will please him now? I want to know. And she's always inquiring from Vrunda Devi, or Lalita, or Vishaka, or somebody like that. So that is a life of bhakti, inquisitiveness. It cannot go away. It should not go away. So here he says, okay, 108 and 109. Rupa Shiksha begins with, Ei Rupe Brahmanda Bhramite Kono, Bhagyavana Jiv, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai, Bhakti Lata Bij. And Sanatan Shiksha begins with this one. Jivera Swarupa Haya, Krishnera Nityadas, Krishnera Tatastha Shakti, Bheda Bheda Prakash, Suryamsha Kirana Aiche, Agni Jwala Chai, Swabhavika Krishnera, Tina Prakara Shakti Hai. It is the living entity's constitutional position to be an eternal servant of Krishna, because he is the marginal energy of Krishna and a manifestation simultaneously one with and different from the Lord, like a molecular particle of sunshine or fire. Krishna has 3 varieties of energy. Kayami, who am I? Krishna Ira Nityadas. I am eternal servant of Krishna. So that is being answered. Constitutional position of the eternal servant. He is the marginal energy. We have Tatastha Shakti, so there is Antaranga Shakti on one side and Bahiranga Shakti on one side, another side. So sometimes we are affected by external potency, and some other times we are affected by internal potency. So sometimes we are wet as the seashore because of the waves coming. High tides, it becomes wet, but low tides time it becomes very dry. Sunshine dries up the shore. So we have to be in Antaranga Shakti, internal potency of the Lord. Mahatmanastu Maam Partha Daivim Prakriti Mashritaha Bhajanti Ananya Manaso Gyatva Bhuttadim Avyayam. We have to take firm shelter of Srimati Radharani, the internal potency. We are one with Krishna and we are different from him, one in quality but different in quantity. Examples are given: sunshine, sunlight, one particle, one ray, whereas full sun has so much more sunlight. And fire also, one spark, like that. It has similar qualities as fire, but quantity is less. Krishna has 3 varieties of energy. Then he quotes from Vishnu Puran. Ekadesha sthitasya Josna vistarini yatha Parasya brahmanah shaktis Tathedam akhilam jagat. Just as the illumination of a fire, which is situated in one place, is spread all over, the energies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Parabrahman, are spread all over this universe. This place in the night, midnight, if it is very dark, no lights, you take one candle there and put it on, the light will spread all throughout this room. So Krishna, he is situated in one place, Goloka eva nivasati, Akhilatma Bhuto also has Antaryami, but his energies are spread all throughout. Candle is the personality and candlelight is the light, energy. So Krishna is the person and his energies are scattered all over the creation. Krishnera Swabhavika Tina Shakti Parinati Chit Shakti Jiva Shakti Aramaya Shakti. Lord Krishna naturally has three energetic transformations and these are known as the spiritual potency, Antaranga Shakti, the living entity potency, marginal energy, Tatastha Shakti, and the illusory potency, Bahiranga Shakti, Maya Shakti. He quotes from Vishnu Puran next. Vishnu Shakti hi parapropta Kshetragnyakhya tatha para Avidya karma sanyanya Tritiya Shakti rishyate. Originally, Krishna's energy is spiritual and the energy known as the living entity is also spiritual. However, there is another energy called illusion which consists of fruitive activity. That is the Lord's third potency. Then next he quotes again from Vishnu Puran. Shaktayah sarva bhavanam Achintya jnana gocharaha Yatoto brahmanastastu Sargadya bhava shaktayah Bhavanti tapatam shrestha Pavakasya yatoshnata. All the creative energies which are inconceivable to a common man exist in the Supreme Absolute Truth. These inconceivable energies act in the process of creation, maintenance and annihilation. O chief of the ascetics, just as there are two energies possessed by fire, namely heat and light, these inconceivable creative energies are the natural characteristics of the Absolute Truth. Then again Vishnu Puran. Yaya kshetragya shakti saha Veshtita nrupa sarvaga Samsara tapan akhilan Avapnoti atra santatan. O king, the Kshetragya Shakti is the living entity. Although he has the facility to live in either the material or the spiritual world, he suffers the threefold miseries of material existence because he is influenced by the avidya, nescience potency, which covers his constitutional position. So knowledge is very important. We should continuously read, hear, like that. Otherwise, ignorance cheats us. Taya tirohita tvacha Shaktihi kshetragya samnita Sarva bhuteshu bhupala Taratamena vartate. This living entity covered by the influence of nescience exists in different forms in the material condition. O king, he is thus proportionately freed from the influence of material energy to greater or lesser degrees. 84 species of life means different degrees of coverings. Apareyam itastvanyam Prakrutim vidhi me param Jiva bhutam mahabhao Yayedam daryate jagat. Besides these inferior energies, O mighty armed Arjun, there is another superior energy of mind which comprises the living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material inferior nature. So Jiva is higher, is spiritual in nature, but material energy overpowers us very amazingly. Something lower overpowers something higher because of ignorance. So 117. Krishna bholi sei jiva Anadi bahir mukha Ataeva maya tare Deya samsara dukkha. Forgetting Krishna, the living entity has been attracted by the external feature from time immemorial. Therefore, the illusory energy, Maya, gives him all kinds of misery in his material existence. So Krishna is all attractive, but still our heart is not getting attracted to him because He is not presented to us. We have not allowed ourselves to be in front of Krishna. So Prabhupada has given Krishna as he is through his books. If we read his books, then Krishna will be very brilliantly shining in front of our eyes, in our heart. That's why a lot of hearing, reading should be done. Otherwise, Maya is immediately there. Krishna boli sahi jiva, bhogavancha kare, nikatastha maya tare, jhapatiya dhare. The moment we forget Krishna, Maya will immediately overpower us. So we should not forget Krishna. Smartavyam satatam Vishnu, misvartamyam na jatu chit. One should never forget Krishna and always remember Krishna. Kabhu swarge uthai, kabhu narake dubai, dandya jane rajayena, nadite chubai. In the material condition, the living entity is sometimes raised to higher planetary systems and material prosperity, and sometimes drowned in a hellish situation. His state is exactly like that of a criminal whom a king punishes by submerging him in water and then raising him again from the water. Because he is not telling the truth. The criminal is not ready to tell the truth. So his head is put in some kind of tank of water. Head is in the water, he is not able to breathe, about to die. Then that time they take him out. Say, tell what is the truth. And no. Again they will put him inside. Again he is suffocating, not able to breathe only. Again they take him. They will not allow him to die, but they will do this till he tells the truth. So similarly, we also cannot die. Body will die, but we will take next birth again. So we have to surrender to the truth, absolute truth. Then this suffering will stop. Quoting from Bhagavatam 11th Canto 2nd chapter 37th verse. Bhayam dvitiya bhiniveshatasya Eshadapetasya viparyayo smritihi Tanmayayato buddha abhajet tam bhaktaika esham gurudevatatma. When the living entity is attracted by the material energy which is separate from Krishna, he is overpowered by fear. So fear comes in our heart. We can see how much our heart is dominated by fear. That means surely we are within the grip of material energy. Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja ham tvam sarva papebhyo moksheshyami ma shucha. Do not fear. So before surrender, we have been following so many duties, so many other things, dharmas, they have to be all given up and surrender to Krishna. Mamekam sharanam raja. One who has surrendered to Krishna, he has no more fear. Like before giving exam, we are fearful. While giving exam, we are fearful. After giving exam, we are fearless. Provided we have studied. Those who don't study, they are fearless afterwards also. Hell with it. I never wanted to give exam, but because they forced me, I had to give. So, when the living entity is attracted by the material energy which is separate from Krishna, he is overpowered by fear. Because he is separated from the Supreme Personality of Godhead by the material energy, his conception of life is reversed. In other words, instead of being the eternal servant of Krishna, he becomes Krishna's competitor. This is called Viparyayo Asmritihi. To nullify this mistake, one who is actually learned and advanced worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead as his spiritual master, worshipful deity and source of life. He thus worships the Lord by the process of unalloyed devotional service. Krishna Mande Jagat Gurum. Krishna is the topmost spiritual master. So he worships Krishna as his spiritual master, worshipful deity also, and source of life also. All three. So that answered Kyami, Kene amai, Jare tapatre. Who am I? Servant of Krishna, eternally. Jare tapatre. Why? Because he has forgotten Krishna. So material energy overpowers him and gives him punishment, just like the king punishes a criminal till he reveals the truth. So 2 questions are answered. Now 2 more questions, Sadhya Sadhan, are answered in 120 to 164. In these 45 verses, sadhana and sadhya is described. The way out of entanglement. That is answers to 3rd and 4th questions. Sadhu Shastra Krupaya Yadi कृष्णोन्मुखहय सेजीव निस्तरे माया ताहारे छाड़य. If the conditioned soul becomes Krishna conscious by the mercy of saintly persons who voluntarily preach scriptural injunctions and help him to become Krishna conscious, the conditioned soul is liberated from the clutches of Maya, who gives him up. So voluntarily they are giving. Great souls, pure devotees, they go all over. What is that? Charam tam bhavan charan bhavantam eva no charan virantaraha. No, not that. Third canto, fifth chapter, I think. The great souls wander all over this thing. Dukkhitasya. What is the beginning? So what is the beginning? Krishnasya. Okay, ठीक है चलो. So you all know, people have forgotten Krishna and then they are in Sudukhitasya, they are quite miserable. And upon having compassion, Anugrihayayam Janasya Krishna Vimukhasya Daivat Adharmashīlasya Sudukhitasya Anugrahayaya Charanti Nunam Bhutani Bhavyani Janardanasya. So they are suffering like anything, so these very compassionate souls, they shower compassion on them, mercy on them, and tell them Krishna Katha and all that. So they are there, they preach. If the conditioned soul becomes Krishna conscious by the mercy of saintly persons who voluntarily preach scriptural injunctions and help him to become Krishna conscious, the conditioned soul is liberated from the clutches of Maya, who gives him up. So we have to approach such great souls. They come here anyway. We are very fortunate in Pune NVCC. So many great souls come. Yesterday we had, our day for yesterday, His Holiness Mahadyuti Swami Maharaj. So, and we have to hear with great attention. He said that day for our meeting, His Grace Bhagavad Gita Prabhu came few minutes before only. I said, what happened? He said, Maharaj said no, today morning that better to be 10 minutes before the class than 1 minute late. So he literally followed. So he is the one, I think he is. I was shocked and I forgot completely what Maharaj said. I was asking, why are you here? He said, your meeting is there, na? So Maharaj said, no. So really, you are a very sincere follower. Most of us forgot it. In the purport, Prabhupada says, whenever he thinks that he is the enjoyer of material advantages, he is imprisoned in the bodily conception. Krishna Puri says, Bhogavancha kare. When we try to enjoy anything material, immediately we will be imprisoned in bodily conception. Maya will overpower us. Daivihesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. This divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Either Krishna is there or Maya is there. If Krishna is there, not there, Maya is definitely there. That 7th chapter of 1st canto, 5th verse, 6th verse, 7th verse. These miseries are superfluous to him, but lokasya ajanato vidvan chakra, that is next, I think. Before that, what is that? That is 7th maybe, but before that also one thing is there, na? Living entity is stuck in this misery, but which are superfluous to him. Lokasya danto vidvams chakre sato dasam. But before that, 7th chapter. Ashwatthama punished, but before that, Trigunatmakam, correct? Yaya sammohito jiva, yaya sammohita jiva, Atmanam Trigunatmakam, Paropi Manute Anartham, Tatkrutam Chabhipadyate. Meaning? What is the beginning? Yaya sammohita jiva. So by this material energy, the jiva is completely bewildered. Atmanam Trigunatmakam, stuck in these three words of material nature. Paropi Manote Anartham. He is beyond it actually. But because of Maya's trapping, he is into all his sukha, dukkha and all that. Tatkrutam chabi padyate. What is the meaning? These are all. What is that? Beginning? अनर्थोपशमं साक्षात् भक्ति योगम अधोक्षजे lokasya janato vidvam chakre sattvata samhita. Okay, in that only this was also there. Material miseries are superfluous to that living entity. So directly we have to engage in devotional service. This divine energy of mind consisting of the three modes of material nature is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. So these miseries do not exist, but because our identification with the body and material things, material energy is very strong, so many miseries are surrounding us then. They are all superfluous. Maya mugda jivere nahi स्वतः कृष्ण ज्ञान जीवेरे कृपाय कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण. The conditioned soul cannot revive his Krishna consciousness by his own effort, but out of causeless mercy Lord Krishna compiled the Vedic literature and its supplements, the Puranas. So we have to take shelter of them, otherwise how will we revive our Krishna consciousness? These are highly Krishna conscious literature. We have to take shelter. Yeah, but we strongly identify with our body, na? So anything pleasing is samsparshaja bhoga. Any touch with the sense object is very pleasing, that is sukha. And when it is not pleasurable, it is dukkha. Now in winter, teaching cold water, samsparsha, it's miserable because we are bodies, we think we are the bodies. And that only if warm water is there, so nice, so soothing. The enjoyment is there, yahi samsparshaja bhoga, but dukkha yoni is there. After enjoyment will come misery. Which feeling? Yeah, because we are obviously bodily conscious, so it's obvious to feel like that. No, it is it is superfluous. With the heart is absorbed in Krishna. Jahan Krishna tahan nahi maya radhika. If you are very Krishna conscious, you will not realize only what you are. Sadhu Goswamis were like that only, na? Their bodies were showing the symptoms of cold and hot. In hot season, sweat was coming from Raghunath Das. That's why Radharani comes. And in winter, the body would shiver. But they were so absorbed. Gana Nartana, Krishna Laha, what do you call? So Rasamrutabdi Lahari. Is so absorbed. They are so absorbed. They would not recognize. Others would see. So absorption is the key word. Bhakti means absorption. One word. His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj said. And Prabhupada said Bhakti means appreciation. One word. How much we appreciate everything around and everyone around, that much you are Krishna conscious. And how much you are absorbed in any devotional activity you do, that much you are Krishna conscious. Whatever it is, it can be very simple activity, like taking prasad, can be very absorbed. Oh, Krishna Bada Doyamoy, so merciful. He has given such nice prasadam. This is what you call lip to lip kiss. From Krishna's lips to my lips. It's a lip to lip kiss. And Krishna Katha is flying kiss. From Krishna's lips to your ears, like that. All kisses, like that. Yes. Fela it is called, I think, in Bengali or Odia. Yaya Samohito Jiva is quoted in this. Maya Mugdha Jivera Nahi Sota Krishna Gyan Jivera Kripaya Kaila Krishna Veda Puran. So out of compassion upon us, mercy upon us, Krishna has written Ved Puran. So we should read them. Not necessarily all, but few at least. Prabhupada books should be read. Next. Shastra Guru Atma Rupe Apanare Janan Krishna Mora Prabhu Trata Jivera Haya Gyan. The forgetful conditioned soul is educated by Krishna through the Vedic literatures, the realized spiritual master and super soul. Through this, he can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead as he is, and he can understand that Lord Krishna is his eternal master and deliverer from the clutches of Maya. In this way, one can acquire real knowledge of his conditioned life and can come to understand how to attain liberation. So, Vedic literature spiritual master, and the super soul. Krishna educates us through these three: realized spiritual master and the super soul. So to reach super soul, we have to control our mind and senses. Itatmana prashantasya paramatma samahitah. One who has conquered his mind and senses, he has reached Paramatma. And okay, how to know who has reached, who has not reached? So external symptoms are there. Shitoshna sukha dukkheshu tatha manapamanaya. Externally, heat, cold do not matter to him. This is easier because gross body. But higher, subtle body, mind, sukha dukkha, very difficult to not be disturbed by sukha as well as dukkha. But highest is on false egoistic platform. Man apaman. When somebody insults me, tantrum, I'll be so angry, I'll destroy the whole world. Means feeling comes. We are not able to destroy anything, but the feeling comes. And that only if somebody honors, wow, good. So one should not be carried away by honor either. Never by dishonor and not by honor also. One should be equipoised. Sama dukkha sukha kshami samrutatvaya kalpate. So he is saying that the forgetful conditioned soul is educated by Krishna through the Vedic literatures, the realized spiritual master and the super soul. So to reach super soul, we have to control the mind and senses. But how will we control the mind and senses? For that we have to hear from realized spiritual master. And we also have to read Vedic literature. Like that. At least while reading the Vedic literature, we have controlled our mind and senses. Or while hearing from the spiritual master, our mind and senses are controlled. So one should Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. One should read Srimad Bhagavatam or take shelter of Vyakti Bhagavat, person Bhagavat. Bhagavata Padogiya, Bhagavata Sthani.
Goes when Krishna takes away, then only it goes. Means it doesn't go away. Means like this. So I wanted to understand more about this.
Krishna will give, he has given already through this, through Vedic literature. Jivera Kripaya Kaila Krishna Veda Puran. So when we read the Vedic literature, imagine you read 5th canto and that height of Sumeru mountain. How much is the height of Sumeru mountain? 1 lakh yojanas. 8 lakh miles. And what is it made up of? Solid gold. 84,000 yojanas above Bhumandal and 16,000 yojanas below Bhumandal. So this only makes us so humble. We may think I am very tall, tall in height, or I may be great in some achievement like that. But when we just imagine you are standing in front of Mount Sumeru. Forget about that 16,000 yojanas below Bhumandal. You are on Bhumandal only, Jambudip, and you are standing in front of that. And somebody is told, Prabhu, please draw my picture or take a photo. If it covers you, Mount Sumeru will be uncovered. And if he covers Mount Sumeru, you are invisible. So how insignificant we are. So Krishna has revealed Vedic knowledge for that reason only. And spiritual master also. Dambam Mahad Upasaya. The false prestige is destroyed when you serve great souls. And similarly Paramatma also. Paramatma will also is ready to guide you. Like that. So Krishna only removes in that sense, but then knowledge he has given for that reason only. He says, our Lord Kapila says to Devoti, Jarayati Ashu Ya Kosham Nigaranam Analoyatha. Just like the fire starts from the firewood, from the wood only it starts, and it burns the whole firewood only, that wooden piece only. So similarly, this knowledge can destroy everything if we approach spiritual master. The subtle body will be destroyed, mind, intelligence and false ego. It has to be destroyed. For a pure devotee only soul is there and gross body is there. In between there is no contaminated mind, impure mind, lusty intelligence or false ego. That's why all his glance, anything he does through his gross body is so appealing. Everybody is so charmed. Now we do all those things with our gross body also. Nobody is inspired. Other people feel disgusted. Why did you sneeze? bad, pure souls. Isn't it?
Prabhuji, that you mentioned that by chanting offensively, it may take 3 lifetimes to go back to Godhead. If someone pleasing with other services to Guru,
Somebody?
if he is chanting offensively, sometimes Namabhas, and he is pleasing to Guru with other services, then he may go
By Guru's grace, you can go. You will be Krupa Siddha then. But Sadhan Siddha has to do sadhan, no? Krupa Siddhi can, for that matter, you don't have to do anything else also. You can just receive Krupa if you get some great soul like that, who can shower all his mercy to you. You can be delivered. But sadhan siddha means he has to do sadhana, and sadhana means all these things have to be followed. Aparad should be avoided. So many places the mention is there. वेद शास्त्र कहे संबंध अभिधेय प्रयोजन कृष्ण प्राप्य संबंध भक्ति प्राप्तेर sadhana. The Vedic literatures give information about the living entity's eternal relationship with Krishna, which is called Sambandha. The living entity's understanding of this relationship and his acting accordingly is called Abhideya. Returning home back to Godhead is the ultimate goal of life and is called Prayojan. So to the degree Sambandha is strong, to that degree Abhideya is strong. The knowledge is the foundation, in one sense invisible foundation. And the building is of Abhideya, Bhakti. So we have to be very deeply rooted in the knowledge. You have to hear continuously or read continuously. Then Sambandha, everything you see in the relationship with Krishna only. Stavar Jangam Dekhi Tara Murti, Sarvatra Hai Nija, Ishta Deva Spurti. For the ordinary people, materialistic people and all that, when they see the external potency of the Lord, external energy, Bahiranga Shakti, they are charmed. Wow, what a building. Ooh, what a mobile. Wow, what a laptop. What a car. They are completely charmed. And to some extent, Kanishta Adhikari also, when he sees Shakti, he may be overcome by that Shakti. But Madhyam Adhikari, because of his knowledge, when he sees Shakti, he doesn't get charmed, he sees Shaktiman behind. The Shakti is there. That's why 88 Vibhutis are there, opulences in Bhagavad Gita. Shabdakhe Paurusham Rushu, Balam Balavatam Chaham, Buddhir Buddhimatam Asmi. So many things Krishna has covered from nature only, from the surrounding only. Why? Because we have to become Madhyam Adhikari. You will see these powerful people, Shaktiman. Immediately you should know Krishna is that power. Super soul is sitting in the heart, and that's why soul is also is ready to continue. The moment super soul leaves, soul will leave, and his Shaktiman person will follow, he will fall down, and some 4 people will be required to pick him up on their shoulders, like that. So that is, and for a pure devotee, Uttamadhikari, he doesn't see Sthavar and Jangam, he doesn't see the Shakti also in one sense, he sees directly his Supreme, Ishtal Dev only, everywhere. So knowledge is very important, Sambandha Gyan. You see everything in relationship with Krishna. You have to come to Madhyam Adhikari level, and for that knowledge is very important. Like that. Otherwise, how will we remember Krishna then? We will be charmed by the external potency, get carried away. Bhakti Dheya Nam Abhideya Nama Bhakti Prema Prayojana Purushartha Shiromani Prema Mahadhana. Devotional service or sense activity for the satisfaction of the Lord is called Abhideya because it can develop one's original love of Godhead, which is the goal of life. This goal is the living entity's topmost interest and greatest wealth. Thus one attains the platform of transcendental loving service unto the Lord. So whatever we do, that is all based on knowledge. Knowledge is invisible, actions are visible. So Abhideya is visible, but Abhideya is strong, powerful to the degree the devotee has knowledge. That's why this knowledge is given so much and we have to take advantage of it. In the purport purposes, it is in the living entity's best interest to understand the Supreme Lord. Vedesya sarve raham eva vedyo. Vedas have to be read and Krishna has to be understood. Krishna is the end all and be all. That conclusion we have to reach. Maybe one last. Krishna Madhurya Sevananda Praptira Karana Krishna Seva Kare Yara Krishna Rasa Aswadana. When one attains the transcendental bliss of an intimate relationship with Krishna, he renders service to him and tests the mellows of Krishna consciousness. So we have to reach this level. Intimate relationship with Krishna. Sambandha Gyan will make us feel that, get that conviction. Then Abhidheya will be very powerful. He will render service to him and test the mellows of Krishna consciousness. Prayojana also will be reached. Krishna Rasa Aswadan will happen. So for these points he tells the story of Sarvagya astrologer. We will see next time. Any question? Passage we covered. Ask there only.
Being in ISKCON, Prabhuji, there are two things like our institution part and our spiritual personal life with Krishna. So, just like there are some sevas we have.
ISKCON is Prabhupada's body, so that way it is non-different. But sometimes we are quite carried away by that institution only. And we forget that I am Jiva, I am Krishna's Nityadas, and I should render some service, not because the institution is telling. That's why. Naturally we should be devotees. No? In the initial stages it's okay, but eventually.
So just like reading and all this, there are different directly with connecting with Krishna. And this, through seva, sometimes we are not able to directly, because if we see also knowledge will, if we read and all
strengthen
that,
our Abhideya.
It will be a more core part, connecting with Krishna than seva sometimes, because...
No, seva is also, it is there, knowledge is inside.
But that knowledge is not fully realized and we are doing seva, then it is not connecting fully.
No, when you do approach knowledge properly, you receive knowledge properly, then your seva will be with that knowledge only. I am Krishna Nityadas and I am able to cook for the Lord, sweep for the Lord, whatever it is.
At that time, during the seva, our mind will be fully on that seva only, not, okay, I am doing...
That is okay, 11th canto it is addressed. Sometimes my devotees, while rendering service to me, they may forget me. But they are doing service for me only. Na? That's what I said, chanting also, after many hours, somewhere we think, what am I doing? Oh, I am chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We are not chanting Coca-Cola. We are chanting Hare Krishna. But only we are absent-minded. We are not understanding this is for Krishna, or we are doing Krishna Nam. Eventually he will come. That is not a problem. In the initial stages, that absent-mindedness will be there. But we go on with the right activities, so the consciousness will dawn. Holy name himself is the Guru. All knowledge is there in the holy name only. All knowledge leads to chanting holy name only. So if one just chants continuously, he will get all knowledge of the scriptures. Nothing else needs to be done in that sense. But we better be on this track also. It's one track only, but better be.
Similarly, instead of the seva, if we do that reading and
all are sevas. Reading is...
It's more impactful to the connecting with that.
So
sambandha.
do simultaneously. When you are doing some service, that time you can play some lecture and something is going on. In the foreground, there may be physical service.
No, our mind is fully in that seva. How we can not? It will not go.
But sound vibration is transcendental sound vibration. It's not mundane sound vibration. It is Krishna in the form of that sound vibration is enveloping you, is embracing you, and eventually you will remember. It will happen slowly. You read now. Who has told not to read? You do. We are reading and hearing more. We have to control our tongue. We speak a lot because of our uncontrolled tongue, and we eat a lot. So in eating a lot of time goes, and after eating a lot of sleep comes, so there also time goes. So tongue if controlled, you will be able to read, hear a lot.
Because seva, we are not fully pure, so seva will create some
Physical
passion.
services are required.
It will create some passion.
It will create some passion. How services will create?
No, because
they will purify the passion.
We are not taking a seva, no, we are taking as a karma, like some...
No, we are not taking it like a karma. No, you are also not. You are daily hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Nityama, Nashta Prayashu Abhadreshu. No, you are not doing it. Just you may forget that I am doing service for Krishna.
That sambandha will not, then how it will be watered?
By daily Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Attend morning Bhagavatam class. ठीक है ना? ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की, श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की, श्री प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।